A futuristic world with clean and reliable renewable energy sources? That is what the Natrium Rector aims to achieve with the TerraPower Nuclear Energy Project, consisting of a sodium fast reactor and a molten salt-based integrated energy storage system to help with the process. Here is the Natrium Reactor TerraPower Nuclear Energy Project. What is Natrium Reactor technology? Natrium originated from the Latin word soda and ium, meaning sodium, which is an alkali metal with the symbol Na, thus the name natrium, meaning sodium. V2I3. The Natrium technology is a 345 megawatt sodium fast reactor coupled with a molten salt-based integrated energy storage system that will provide clean, flexible energy and stability for the grid. The system can boost power output to 500 megawatts for more than 5.5 hours to serve peak demand. The world we live in now utilizes wind and solar energy, but what happens when the wind and the sun aren't sufficient anymore? Then Natrium technology comes in. It will use the reactor's high temperature heat to power a molten salt storage system, which provides mass energy than regular battery facilities would. There, that energy provided by the Natrium technology can be utilized to power the grid when it becomes critical. The fuel that would be used in the Natrium reactor is called the uranium, HALEU metallic fuel, which enhances reactor efficiency, with the uranium-235 isotope composition of HALEU ranging between 5% and 20%. In general, Natrium technology is essential to the development of wind and solar technology, as well as the future of renewable energy. In comparison to the currently operating nuclear technologies, HALEU enables the Natrium reactor to produce energy more efficiently while producing less waste, enhancing integrated renewable energy storage systems, and allowing the Natrium technology to be principally designed enough to have an effect on decarbonization. You might want to stick around a little longer and find out just how the technology would work. The Natrium reactor technology makes nuclear power plant essential through safety improvements, lowering the risk of weapon proliferation, reducing waste, utilizing the better use of uranium fuel, and thanks to the TerraPower Nuclear Energy Project at a reduced cost.
Good.
The Natrium reactor will run at higher temperatures and lower pressures than regular nuclear technologies. Therefore, it is safe to say that the reactor has considerable operating performance data that is natural and inherently safe in addition to its high efficiency as a sodium-based technology. Since sodium has a high boiling point, the reactor can run at atmospheric pressure in large pressure-retaining structures, as they tend to have a greater thermal conductivity than stainless steel containers and structures, and will provide superior heat transfer. The reactor allows for a small heat supply and removes systems efficient for heat removal from the structures. Thus, there's a less significant need for equipment and structure. Keep up with us and let's find out how the heat supply is stored and used shortly. Countries like Russia, Japan, China, France, and now the USA are researching, working, and investing in Natrium technology. V2I5. Hit the subscribe button and get interactive with all our content on Bill Gates. The sodium's capacity to withstand high temperatures also makes it possible to use processed heat for tasks requiring fossil fuels, such as desalinating water, large industrial operations, making petrochemicals or steel, coal-powered power plants without releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. TerraPower Nuclear Energy Project. TerraPower is an American engineering company that creates and develops nuclear reactors, located in Bellevue, Washington. In collaboration with GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy with the Prism Reactor, Bill Gates' startup company TerraPower LLC with the Traveling Wave Reactor TWR is developing nuclear fast reactors for the TerraPower Nuclear Energy Project. In conjunction with wind and solar power, both companies together are developing a new nuclear reactor connected to a large, inexpensive energy storage tank that could deliver the consistent electricity required to reduce decarbonization. The reactor basically is going to use water from a nuclear power plants turning into steam and then producing electricity. While all this heat is going on, heat emitted would be stored in Natrium system tanks, which then convert the heat into steam and then electricity.
Really? Okay.
V3I6. As a result, the reactor can operate continuously around the clock regardless of demand, and operators can use the heat that has been stored to generate electricity as needed by consumers. Additionally, the malfunctions are less likely to occur thanks to the reactors, and moreover, the systems required for the project are less expensive and standard equipment. The Prism Reactor developed by GE Hitachi and the Traveling Wave Reactor by TerraPower are both the core of the Natrium Nuclear Energy Project idea. With its high boiling point, Natrium operates at a significantly lower pressure, thus reducing pressure on facilities and expenses. Without the need to move from the reactor's power, stored heat enables the facility to quickly switch its electrical output to heat usage. So, for instance, The grid could be powered by solar energy during the day, while the reactor stores heat energy in the tank system. The tank's heat then becomes useful when the solar energy is at its lowest. Again, at night, electricity produced from the heat during the day also becomes useful when winds are not strong. And when winds are strong at night, there will be enough stored sufficient electricity in the morning. V2I2. Working towards meeting their goals, Gates states, TerraPower's work on Natrium is phenomenal in terms of developing low-cost, large-scale energy technology that will meet the rising energy demand while reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Good. Wind and solar power play a significant role in this project, but the Natrium Reactor energy is equally important to achieve the set aim of the project, which is the future of being more sustainable and reducing emissions and decarbonization. Away from nuclear energy, know Bill Gates on a more personal note by checking out Bill Gates' cars and lifestyle. Bill Gates' expensive car Undervalue now. Thanks for watching.